Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Centennial Bank Stadium in Jonesboro, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Tigers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Guys, you think about where Arkansas State is as a program. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly.
Oh, out of space.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Rucker. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the Memphis Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Lewis to throw. Under fire. Quarterback adapting. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Red Wolves are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. It's a seam wide open. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Caught over the middle, it's Rucker. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Red Wolves are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Little. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the 1st. The jet sweep pass. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. He caught it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Ready to try the point after.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Nice move there. That gives him 54 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Now sliding to his left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Making side adjustments here. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it, 1st down and more. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Lewis wants to pass. Fires left. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A little screen to the running back.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Third down play from the gun. He unleashes a long one. And that one falls incomplete. Tried to get a chunk play on that one.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. He's in open space downfield. Kearney on the Jets. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Summers. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's Clay. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Red Wolves look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. They still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Army. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Lewis to throw. Uncorks it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Lewis wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying down the right side. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And the Red Wolves will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets.
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Lewis to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Power football with the run. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Here's the handoff. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. On the run, it's Clay. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clay. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Finds his big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Gives it on the option. Wide open spaces. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Burris. They get him. At the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Red Wolves, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football.
Turning it on! the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Here's some pressure. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Memphis. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action. The RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They go to the ground. It's a running room. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He'll keep it himself. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The give to the back. Running to Green. He's loose. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Might be changing the route. Lewis wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, a lot of space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Oh, they're after him. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Lewis to throw. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Memphis picking up the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got the back over the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And you you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Run it with the fullback. Touchdown Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Under fire. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the fact.